What's up there, guys? It's Explicitbaron here. I'm going to talk about the Microsoft press conference today for E3 2014. It was pretty decent, I have to say. I was surprised on how much Microsoft focused on games this year and not on the Kinect or the debacle, that was last year with the launching of the Xbox One. So this year they focused definitely more on games. You know, content is king and all that. Um, Overall, while they showed some great games, a lot of them are multi-platform. But they did show some of like the big exclusive titles, like of course Halo 5. What else? Halo 5, Forza 2, their racing franchise, I guess you could say. Looks really good. They showed off a trailer. I don't think any gameplay. And you know, it's more of what you expect from Forza. Like, you know, great graphics, great gameplay. They're always pushing it to the limit. It's a great contender for a racing game against, you know, Gran Turismo. So it's like, if you have an Xbox or a PS3 or PS4, I should say, you can't really go wrong with either one. I'm more of a Gran Turismo person, but I'm sure the game is great. You know, you can't really say anything bad about Forza. All I hear is great things about that series. So on to, I think, my favorite game of their conference was Crackdown. I guess Crackdown 3 is what it's unofficially called, or officially, I'm not sure. The trailer was awesome. They didn't really show any gameplay, but at first I thought it was like Saints Row or something. Really colorful, really insane and explosive. I'm actually going to upload that trailer because it was so good. And it just looks, you know, fun. Just crazy, insane, explosive fun with cool visual style, if that trailer is what the actual game looks like. I haven't played the previous Crackdowns. They look kind of forgettable, and I didn't hear too many great things about it. But, yeah, I was stoked. That trailer was awesome. Another big thing that Microsoft did that it didn't blow me away, it's almost expected. It's like, it's Halo. Halo 5, obviously they're going to do it next year. It's their big franchise. They need it, along with like Gears of War. But they didn't show any Gears. They announced an anniversary pack, I guess, or edition with Halo 1, 2, 3, and 4, but no ODST, which I found odd. And while I think that's a great idea, I guess they're tuning up the visuals for Halo 2, because they already did Halo 1, the anniversary edition. I don't know if they're going to touch Halo 3 or 4. It would be cool if they did it for 3, since that game wasn't really HD when it came out. But the thing is, everyone that has an Xbox has played Halo. It's almost like a demo. Like like when you were a kid, when you got a PlayStation 1, it came with a demo. When you got an Xbox, you bought Halo. Xbox One, Xbox 360, even the new Xbox. Everyone gets Halo. It's that go-to game. And I feel like the anniversary pack is unnecessary. But they did say that they're revamping and redoing Halo 2 and keeping the multiplayer. But does that mean that they're offering online multiplayer for it? I don't know, because then it means you have Halo 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's 4 campaigns, plus Halo 2's multiplayer, 3's multiplayer, and 4's multiplayer. I don't know how alive Halo 3's multiplayer is, but, you know, it's more content. I think Halo 2 online would be sweet. I don't know if they're going to do that, but it's a great, you know, bundle. But I feel like by now everyone's played Halo. It's kind of unnecessary, but it's a way to make money. They showed off Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. I gotta admit the trailer looked cool. It was really explosive and futuristic, but it's more Call of Duty. Like, what can you really expect? I'm a little interested in it, but I haven't played Call of Duty in years. It's more of what you can expect. I feel like that series is slightly going down. Not in quality, it's the same shit it's always been. But I feel like the fan base has reached that point where it's not growing, it's actually slowing down a little bit. And, you know, it'll still sell some units, but it's multi-platform, so who cares, really? It's not going to make an Xbox. It's on the PS4 as well. They showed off Assassin's Creed Unity, which is, you know, it's Assassin's Creed. It's always great. I regret not playing most of the series. the cool thing they did with this one is it's set in the French Revolution, the late 1785, which I believe is the 18th century. I'm not sure. Set in the French Revolution in France, which is awesome. You know, the Renaissance and all that. Even though the Renaissance was earlier. And they added something cool, which was 4-player co-op, and they showed that off. And you know, during the gameplay they show on E3, it's different from, you know, what people actually play like in real life. But it was definitely cool. Like, it showed 4-player split screen, and I'm guessing it's online, obviously. And everyone working to take out the enemy was really interesting. I think, you know, Assassin's Creed's always innovating, not too much, but their multiplayer components always been different and really cool. Yeah, so Assassin's Creed, also multi-platform. Good. It's a series that you really can't go wrong with. It's Assassin's Creed. They make quality games. From what I hear, fantastic stories. The last one I played was Assassin's Creed 1, sadly. But that's a series that you never... It's almost like a gold standard series. It's always quality. And it doesn't look any different with this version. And I believe it's going to be on all the current and last generation systems, which is awesome. But, you know, it's a great game to pick up for your Xbox. The Witcher 3, one I didn't expect, also multi-platform. Great gameplay, great trailer. Visually, wow, I have to play that series. One thing I didn't know was it was always a PC and Xbox series. And this one's multi-platform with the PS4 and Xbox One and PC. That game looks great. If I were to get an Xbox One, I would definitely get that game. It just looks so good. The trailer and the gameplay of that main character taking down that Gryffindor was sweet, sick. So that's definitely one of the highlights from the Microsoft conference. They showed off some other stuff, not much more exclusive. They showed off some Dead Rising, I think DLC. Dead Rising. I felt like that's sloppy and unprofessional when you show DLC as part of your selling point for an E3 event. You should really stick to the AAA games, the full price games. But you know, what are you gonna do? And they showed off their commitment to creating indie games, which is nice. It's about time. One game, which I know is going to be great, is Sunset Overdrive, made by the minds behind Resistance and Ratchet & Clank, Insomniac. The gameplay and trailer was, you know, crazy. It was just fun. The main character looked like a riot, and I like the color and like that, I don't know, what would you call it, bubblegum flavor style, just a lot of colors, not taking itself too seriously, sort of like Ratchet & Clank. It's like what that series is known for. Come on. Yeah, here we go. Evolve, that's a game I was looking into. I've been looking into. It's made by the guys that made Left 4 Dead. So they know how to make co-op games and, you know, multiplayer games. It looks great. It's also multi-platform, though. I would probably say get it on PC over Xbox because, you know, it's Valve, or it's the guys that made Left 4 Dead, which is Valve, or they have contact with Valve. So I feel like the PC version is going to be the best version, and they'll update it and so on. That's going to be a great multiplayer game. They know how to do co-op. Left 4 Dead 2 and Left 4 Dead 1. It's so much fun. They're great. It's great they're putting it on Xbox One. That'll probably sell a few units, I think. But great game. Fable Legends. I haven't played the Fable series. It's been revered as a great RPG series. Great, you know, addition to the Xbox One. Colorful. It's made by Peter Mollix or something. I can't remember. The English developer, unless he already left the series. And it looks good. No, I can't complain. Scalebound by Platinum Games. This was surprising to me. The game itself looks really interesting. It's kind of like medieval. I think you control dragons and stuff like that. But what I found interesting was Platinum Games is primarily, they make games that are very targeted to the Japanese consumers. And to my surprise, Scalebound is an Xbox One exclusive. No PC, no PlayStation. And I've always said that if Xbox wants to be successful in the East, at least, they need to concentrate on the Japanese market, which they never seem to do. But this seems like a great start. The trailer was a bit insane. Visually, it was cool. It's a trailer though. I don't know if you would count it as gameplay, but it looks interesting. I have to say, the main character using headphones while fighting off dragons was a bit odd, but it's the Japanese. They do things their own way, but it looks cool. Lastly, I guess, I don't know, there's a few more. Project Spark. I don't know much about that game. I don't know what that trailer was showing, but it featured Conker from Conker's Bad Fur Day, which was a N64 game, I believe, and I guess it has a following. So it's a way to sell people on it. I don't know. They showed Tomb Raider, a trailer. That's obviously multi-platform. Killer Instinct 2, I believe, some DLC for that. And let's see, the last two was Phantom Dust, which is a original Xbox or Xbox One exclusive from years ago, probably a decade now. I never played it. The guy that was presenting it said it was one of those revered games, I guess probably cult status, and they're making a sequel or a reboot of it for the Xbox One. And the quick trailer they showed, crazy magic fighting, and I don't know what to say about that. It looks cool. I guess we just have to wait for more details to develop. The last thing I saw was The Division, though. I have ignored that game all year. Like, I keep hearing people talk about it. Hideo Kojima, the creator of Metal Gear, he said he really likes that game and is impressed by it. I haven't even paid attention to that game. I know it's made by Ubisoft. Yeah, Ubisoft. The gameplay was awesome. That game looks amazing. And it's multi-platform. I don't know if it's on PS3 and Xbox 360, but it's definitely on the current generation systems. It looks so cool. The one thing I was confused by was the voice acting they used in the gameplay. I don't know if that was, the people playing it and talking into the mics, because if so, then, yeah, that was dumb. But if not, and that was like the built-in voice acting, it was very fluid and relaxed, almost like the people playing with friends. I don't know if that's part of the storyline, but I don't know why. I like the voice acting, but I don't know if it was real voice acting or the people just, on mics demonstrating the gameplay. But it was explosive, awesome look to it, great visuals. The weapons they used were just crazy. They used some smoke mine, smart grenades. It looks cool. And I don't pay attention to Tom Clancy's games, even though he's not alive anymore. That stamp of Tom Clancy Ubisoft games. But this one looks really, really cool. So overall, I think Microsoft did a great job. Way better than last year, that debacle. To me, I'm more of a PlayStation person. I don't think they have that much in terms of games. They could definitely use some more bigger franchises, or not bigger. They need to create more franchises, and all they really have is Halo. Crackdown was interesting. They now have Scalebound, which I don't know how big that would be in the West. So it's mostly Halo and Forza was like their big selling points, and Sunset Overdrive, I feel like it's going to be a great game, but it's a PlayStation style persona. Like, that game belongs on PlayStation, but it is exclusive to Xbox. So overall, I think they did a great job. If I were to give it a score out of 10, maybe a 7.5. They did focus on games, which I didn't expect it, because Xbox is all about, we're going to bring these experiences, non-gaming experiences, and create this social network and all that bullshit, but you buy a console to play video games. That's why we buy those games. So no more Kinect, that's good. Overall, I give it a 7.5 out of 10. They did a good job. I'm excited to see what Sony can do, because Sony, I think, always has more professional presentations. They always are a bit more pompous, but I guess it strokes the ego of us PlayStation fans. and I'm excited. So we have Sony left, and we have Nintendo left. And Nintendo, they're in such shitty position, business-wise and content-wise. Sony, on the other hand, I feel like they're in the perfect position. They can only go up. Sony, the company, is not doing great. PlayStation, the brand, is doing fantastic. So thanks for watching, and tell me what you think about Microsoft's E3 conference.